Okay, now where's the stupid thing now?
I didn't know if you needed
I
anything
live
else.
already. Holy crap! I did it wrong. Oh well. We're live
Did
now.
you fluff it? Did you fluff it?
Yeah, I messed it up.
Did you put the intro on? Is there an intro?
To put the...
So I'll share it out.
Find an intro and play it, just to confuse the hell out of everybody.
Yeah, just do the 30-second thing.
Go.
I can't even find it. I thought I had it all set up.
Find the Dark Mirror one.
Yeah, put the Dark Mirror one on. Let's really confuse people.
People are just going.
Wait, I don't even know how to do that.
Brand, click on brand.
Okay.
And then scroll down.
Okay. Oh, I got it. All right. Hello.
Hello, lovely people in the chat.
I know I'm confusing everybody. I'm having fun.
Hi, Vivian.
Hi, Rita. Hi, Mark. Hi, Eric. Hi, Paul. Hi, Cliff. Hi, Wild Bill. And hi, Nettie.
Oh, yeah. I got to go back to messages, don't I?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, peeps. So I'm just sharing this out.
Someone else be in charge of it.
No, it's good practice. It's good practice for you.
I know.
What do you reckon, Mark? Shall we just throw him in the deep end?
Yeah, introduce your show, mate. You crack on. Get your beard waggling. You look like the professor off Back to the Future. You've got this. Go for it.
So tonight we're talking about armchair ghost hunters.
We're going to be controversial.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. What's your thoughts on armchair ghost hunters?
What's your definition of armchair ghost hunters? Hi, Wayne.
Hey, Shanto. Hey, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
Hello again.
Parker's back. He's crab at the moment.
He's in the dark. Look at him.
Hey, Cookie Wayne.
He's not on. Yeah. You got to go on.
I thought I'd come and see you before it gets really dark.
So what do you think about armchair ghost hunters?
What are armchair ghost hunters?
What do you think, Parker?
Armchair ghost hunters. Do you want the truth?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
So, an armchair ghost hunter is where someone thinks they've done it, been there, seen it, got the t-shirt, but when people start putting stuff on social media, then they're warriors. No.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's you're in kind of, they think they've done it, they've got the t-shirt, they're really good. They just think they're mustard of the ghost hunting lot, but then when it comes to the crunch, they get fuck all. Excuse my French.
Yeah, there's a bit of Bristol, isn't there? Yeah.
You know, but it's quite hard. You know, they say they do this, but you need to prove it. You need your evidence to prove that you've got something cool. Don't use other people's stuff to think it's yours.
Oh, yeah, that's a biggie.
You know, so that's why I think if you are going to put stuff on social media, get a watermark so you don't get these numpties taking your stuff and then saying it's yours. You know, that's what I think anyway.
Well, I've seen that once with a picture. I think it was a picture from England, and this person took a video, and you could see like a dog or a tiger go by in the mist, and it was like see-through. And then all of a sudden, it starts showing up in Australia, ghost hunting site, Scotland, America, you know, everything. And I'm like, really? I know exactly where that came from. That's not yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few who, yeah, I know what you mean. There's also the armchair ghost hunters who watch stuff and poo-poo it and say, well, they should have done this and they should have done that, and they ridicule it and this, that, and the other. And yeah, we've dealt with some of those recently, actually, haven't we? Yes.
So
They
my
all-
definition of an armchair ghost hunter is someone. It is laughing already. Is someone that knows it all, has an answer for everything, absolutely everything. Doesn't go out in the field and investigate themselves. Doesn't hold the equipment. I'm not saying they've got to have exactly the same equipment, but have at least some. Understand how it works. Understand a little bit of the physics and the mechanics and how it's supposed to work. Learn how to analyze and review and look at footage properly, rather than sitting and watching other people doing it and claiming they know everything just by watching something that they see off YouTube, and then have a very strong opinion about it and condemn those that are out in the field that are trying to work and get something, either prove or disprove or whatever the case may be. They're too busy having arguments and fights and witch hunts with them rather than being out there and doing it for themselves. Now, to me, that is an armchair. You got it, Carl. Carl knows.
I do find that these armchair ones in particular, they have a big case to keep their equipment in, and every now and
Yes.
again they have very strange, dodgy accents as well. I don't know what it is about these armchair ones; they have very weird accents.
But don't you find though they tend to watch? Oh, right, I'm going to use an example, and I don't give a shit whether you like it, agree with me or not. It's my opinion, okay, and I'm entitled to have that opinion. So people that watch people like Ghost Adventures, right? I'm
Yeah.
heavily into Ghost Adventures. Oh no, they know what they're doing. They've been doing it for 15 years. They're experts in the field.
Jamie disappeared.
His bite when his bite alarm goes off, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
When his
gone.
bite alarm goes off.
Yeah. So because they're watching it on TV makes it real. Okay, so everything they do is real, but I don't need to go out in the field and find out for myself. I've got it. No, Zach knows what he's doing. It's because if Zach does it and he's getting it, then it's real.
Exactly.
To me, it's like, really, I want to strangle these people, honestly. But that's just my opinion. Demons that Zach comes across. The little girl, they're all real. The little girl, that's a demon, real. No, it's not. So, can we just say hello to Chantel? Chantel, hello, Chantel.
Hello, Chantal.
And William Southey.
Can I say one thing about these shows? One very, very obvious thing. These people who believe these shows and go, "Oh my God, Zach!" It says at the beginning for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
I'm more the UFOs and everything, and I'm going back to the UFOs and cryptozoology because I've seen too many charlatans.
Yeah, there is, and also the witch hunts that pursue on social media because of these armchair ghost hunters.
Don't they just?
Oh,
too many cases of that happening lately, haven't there?
Do you get? But is it like that in the UFO field? Is it as bad as it is in?
No. It's in the UFO field. It's actually quite a close knit. I've seen that.
He caught a whopper. He's
caught a whopper.
Community. Yeah, it's nowhere near as bad. For some reason, in the ghost hunting world, somebody else is better, somebody else is this, somebody else is that, and anything anybody else does is poo-pooed by. So you'll always piss somebody off in the ghost hunting world. I found within the alien and UFO world, there's a few bullshit artists out there.
Oh yeah.
Who claim to be things that they're not, but generally, as a rule, it's not as bitchy at all.
What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, well, I agree with both of you. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like people that sit there and say it's one thing all the time, and it just makes me mad.
I mean, Eric knows all about it. I mean, he sits mending flux capacitors for a living, you know, and old DeLoreans.
and steam trains, apparently.
Yes, and steam trains.
This guy.
You're terrible, Scott. He's terrible.
Yes, I know, right?
I'm kicking
So, I've noticed that within the Bigfoot community as well, there is a lot of armchair investigators and not even researchers. And I've even seen some go on shows and talk about, oh, this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, they've become an expert because they've talked to a few people that have had experiences. And for the life of me, I just think you're doing this just to get attention and ego.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a few of them out there. It's not just in America. They're here over in the UK as well. And I just like, oh, God, good grief. Right. One of them, I'm not going to mention any names, went on to give me a lot of help and advice with Bigfooting over here in the UK. Like they knew it all. And I thought, no, there's one person that I will go to for that kind of advice. One person who I trust 100%. Yeah, exactly. I trust him 100%. He's been out in the field and worked it for so many years. He was in the public eye. He's not in the public eye so much anymore, but he is still researching, still looking, still taking his car, still getting evidence, still getting it tested, and he's still very much working in the field, only though people don't see him on mainstream TV anymore. But he's the one person that I trust and would get advice from.
It's Arthur C. Clarke, isn't it?
Oh, God, how did you get? No, it's not. But it's like, he doesn't need to be in the forefront of things. He's got his own gig doing what he does, and he's very successful at it. Where's your Parker?
He's got nips like I kicked his car when he walked past it.
Chris Peckham. God, Wayne. Funny. Anyway, so you know, and I think you have to go through the chaff, don't you, to have to find people that you know and can trust, and you know, and I will listen to all sides of the story, and I hear the bullshit. I really do hear the bullshit, and I just go, oh yeah, that's nice, and just ignore it, just walk away from it, because it gets to the point where, come on, really, you don't believe your own crap? Surely you don't. You really don't believe in that, what you're telling me? Do you honestly believe your own lies?
I know. It's just like we were talking about Zach. I mean, I can understand, you know, to get to the point where, you know, you want to make money instead of real proof.
Zach's a good businessman.
Yes. No, he is.
But I'd rather get the proof and not care about being on TV, not care about anything else, just to find out evidence and say, hey, you know, this happened. I got this on video. As you can see, I know nothing about computers, so I can't fake AI. So
Wayne is Woody Woodpecker. Don't give him that title, for God's sake.
And Nicola.
Hi, Nicola.
She said Pecker.
So, Chipolata, oh God. Opinionated comment. Nothing new for TV land to show poo or shit. They all think all spirit want to come to be on camera. Yes, I agree. Most of them think they're getting rid of something, helping something to move on when they're not. Yes, thank you. Thank you, William. I've known so many witchy wizards friends that have been called in at last ditch effort by Ghost Paranormal because they can't dismiss what they have called forth.
Yeah.
Now, I had love him or hate him, right? He's like Marmite. I had David Oman on one of my shows, and he went into a big rant about. Hi, Sarah. He went into a big rant about mediums coming into his property trying to move spirit on.
Yeah.
And he believes that you can't do that. Who are you to be moving a spirit on? You're no one special. You're nothing. You've not been to the other side and come back and can report on it without clear, definite proof. He had a major rant about it. Now, I have the opinion, and I'm a medium, and I've helped many people. I've helped many people through various means and levels. And I believe you cannot move spirit on. You can calm the situation down, but you will not be able to move it on. And when you calm the situation down, it's communication, working with the vibration. Either sometimes it's even just passing a message on or giving some information over, which calms the situation down. Other times it is people that are having issues within their family. And a lot of that is to do with counselling. You have to learn to listen. You go into a property or venue to disprove, not to prove. And a lot of investigators and even so-called mediums, there's many fake and egos out there, don't do that anymore. They do not do that anymore. They do not listen. Because sometimes when somebody's offloaded, the problem's gone. You know, that energy that was built up by the...
I think like being sexually frustrated. Once you've offloaded, the problem's gone and you feel fine.
Exactly. Well, jury's out on that. It's nice to some and not nice to others. And I know that for a fact.
Can I say one thing about all you guys, and I'll keep butting in, is I like doing this stuff because like none of us, I love doing the show, and I like being invited on as a guest, and this, and I love doing the show. I'm not an expert in anything, but I know a lot of shit about lots of different things. And I think that's the difference. Is like with you guys as well. People can ask us stuff, and we know what we're talking about, but it's not a bullshit thing. It's just
no,
blah blah or blah blah or blah blah. I'm not out to make money. He's out to make DeLoreans, and you're not. We do it.
I make my own money. I'm happy with what I do.
I do it for the love of it, and Viv does it for Spooky Willies that she's supposed to be sending down there.
Oh, yeah, Spooky Willie sorted. I might have to speak. Yeah, leave it with me. Spooky Willie will be arriving.
I mean, of course, it would be nice to have a flipping TV program or something like that because you can make some money. But at the end of the day, I think if you go straight out trying to do that immediately, I think that's where the egos come in. And yourself in the paranormal world, it's full of egos, absolutely full of egos. And I will mention one name who I think is a complete charlatan.
Go for it.
And there's a piece of crap, and that's Huff.
Yes. I
won't mention the other one who talked like that. I won't mention him at all because he's just a knob jockey. But Steve Huff, absolute. Oh.
No, well, the thing is, like, I think people like the drama. And they keep, because I think the one that's the knob jockey, he thinks he's going to get attention and more views and more popularity eventually because of the drama that they put out there.
He is. He's a...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree, Carl. No, I do agree, Carl. The right kind of ego is good. Yeah. And if you're going to use it to the point where you use it for marketing, and I will mention somebody's name right here and now, love him or hate him, Lee Steer. He's another one that will use marketing to get people to notice. That will get people to notice. Now, he will have people having their own debates and arguments because he'll put up a picture and he will say, coming soon, and he'll put up a picture. He's not said that he's investigating that, but people will automatically jump to what they're seeing, have this big argument, witch hunt will ensue. What a waste of space, some people will say. Other people will say, clever guy. And he's being noticed all of a sudden. Zach will do the same. I see others.
I'm sorry. Let me read that out. Huff couldn't find his balls with 2 hands, let alone a spirit. He gives bald people a bad name. He does indeed. Doc Brown, what do you say?
I like that one.
Doc Brown up there. We need to change his name to Doc Brown.
It's Doc Brown, isn't it? He's a great Scott, Marty.
Go on, say that. Go on, say it, Eric. Great Scott.
What?
Say
Me up, Scotty?
No, say Great Scott.
Great Scott, maybe.
Great Scott. You know when he says it in the film, Doc Brown goes to Marty McFly. He goes, "Great Scott, Marty."
Marty.
Go on, Eric.
Go
Great
on, Eric.
Scott, Marty.
Yes.
He gets happy now.
He is our Doc Brown of the paranormal world, making equipment and REM pods. If you want one, speak to Eric.
I should put my thing up here eventually too.
Mirror show, we don't make money on that or anything. You know, you just got to put up with a knobhead who turns up and goes, "Hi, welcome to the Dark Mirror Show." Wayne's the one who keeps me in check a lot of the time.
But the thing is as well, it's just I just think it depends on your mentality, whether you're going to use social media for marketing, create these witch hunts, and people, the armchair investigators, definitely jump on that sort of thing. Hello, Malk.
Hey, Malk, you all right, mate?
They definitely jump on that sort of thing, and it just gets, it's embarrassing to see what people are writing, to be honest. I look at them and I'm embarrassed for some of the people I even know. They write this, and I think, you just embarrassed yourself now. You look like a right bell end. I'm sorry. It's
like, with armchair ones. You know yourself, Mark, you can't be kept in check. Why do you think I do the show, mate? You know yourself, we all went through a little episode with one of the major egos of the paranormal world.
Yes,
recently.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what I mean. In the paranormal world, the egos, you either get the massive egos who think they're the best thing since sliced bread, or you get the charlatans, or you get the ones who like to do all this stuff for the likes and the shock value, or you get people like us who are like me.
Yeah.
You know? So we just like doing our stuff. We don't try and shock people.
If you have an opinion, and oh God, right, I'm going to mention this, and it is going to upset people. And you know what? I really don't care. But there was a Facebook group that was set up called Blight's Paranormal, and it was the most vile, vicious, and nasty group that I'd ever belonged to. Regardless of whether I watch somebody on Facebook, YouTube, or whatever, is my own opinion. I'm a grown-up, hairy-ass woman, and if I choose to spend my money... Hi, Martin. If I choose to spend my money a certain way watching some idiots just for entertainment purposes only...
Are you on about Pornhub again?
No, I'm on about somebody else. But anyway...
I'm on about your subscription.
So anyway, so that's my decision. But when you see week on after week on condemning this person from actually going out there in the field and doing what he did, whether you agree with it or not, they would just slag him off to the point where he was noticing what these people were doing and saying. He ended up having a bit of a meltdown and even tried to take his own life because of these so-called armchair ghost hunters. That's so important. We need to know what he's doing. We need to know what he's doing. We need to send people to that location and meet him there and to have a go at him or to smash his car or to pull out a knife, ridiculous. And I will call out each and every one of you. You do that to anyone. I don't care whether this guy deserved it or not. Who are you to be saying that these people need to be going there and doing that? You're disgraceful.
There's an old name for that. There's an old name for that, and they used to do it in the Wild West. It's called getting a lynch mob.
Oh, It's ridiculous. And, these people, these people that are going out there and listening to these people on this site telling them to do that, the people that are inciting it need to be taken down, and the people doing it, yeah, I know, you know, regardless of what he's doing, he does not deserve that. If that guy took his own life, they now have a death that they have to have. They've got to have some thought or some sort of guilty feeling for. I'm sorry, I don't care who this person is, what they've done. For you know, people talk about Yvette. If it was Yvette Fielding and she took her life because of it, you know, just
at the end of the day, if it hadn't been for
alone.
Most Haunted, we wouldn't be where we are now. We wouldn't be as socially acceptable as we are now.
Yeah, but I was doing it way before Most Haunted. I do it because of Maurice Grosse.
I started doing it because I loved the stuff, and then Most Haunted came on, and that's what made me start to do it.
Yeah, Maurice Grosse and Doris Stokes they're the two people.
Arthur C. Clarke.
You're Arthur C. Clarke.
I'm serious. I used to watch his program, and that's what started me off with the cryptozoology and the ufology. It was Arthur C. Clarke. Absolutely love his stuff.
I absolutely agree.
Well, the para-unity thing, I can't stand that word. I'll be honest, and this is going to piss some people off. Sorry, Martin. I hate that word para-unity because it does not exist. It exists in small clumps and small groups and small cliques. But on the whole, clique.
Oh, right. I thought you said something completely different.
Don't be rude. You'll just start Scott off. But I don't think that word exists, and it never will exist. It's just like world peace. That will never happen either.
Oh, para-unity. And my brain's just gone off on a tangent. I don't think that word exists after you said, yeah, I think it does. I think you'll find it in the dictionary, yes.
No, but it doesn't. It's not going to happen. Like world peace is never going to happen.
No, para-unity will never exist because there's too many egos.
Yeah.
Why are some of these things they're putting, oh God, these things. Give Arthur C. Clarke, he was a real scientist. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. It was Arthur C. Clarke that's got me started on UFOs and cryptozoology. And my first ever thing I started researching was Arthur C. Clarke did a thing about the crystal skulls. And he did a program about the UFO landing in Wales that the Welsh school kids all went and looked at and drew. And they drew the pictures. Yeah. And then he did one about the werewolf of Paris. He did one about that as well. And it was all that. Not the film American Werewolf in Paris, but
is that where the story comes from?
I don't know, but there was a wolf back in like the 17th century. There was a pack of wolves going around eating people in Paris, and there was one in particular that was big, massive, muscular, would very often go up on its back legs. Has been shot loads of times and was never taken down. And they swear it was a skinwalker or some sort of cryptid, but it was never caught.
Do you know what? I like all these new names that people are coming up now for the same cryptids that have been there for eons. They just give it a new name to make it more, you know.
Well, just like we've been talking back and forth about Dogman and Wolf, werewolf. I think it's the same thing, or at least the same idea,
Have you ever watched?
They gave their little slant on it just to change it.
Have you ever watched Lesbian Vampire Killers?
No.
In it, they talk about what's going to happen next. A gay werewolf's going to come up and bug me. And right at the end of the show, when the credits go up, you see a gay werewolf in silhouette with thigh-high boots on it. And he goes, "Oh," like that. That really cracks me up every time I see it.
I've watched Cockneys versus Zombies.
That's an awesome movie.
Have you seen this film, Eric? Cockneys versus Zombies.
I haven't seen Cockneys versus Zombies. I've seen like Ninjas versus Zombies, stuff like that.
I've had enough of these fucking zombies in my fucking town. Yeah,
you need to watch Cockneys versus Zombies. It's a stupid film. It's a stupid film. Para-Union.
Mm.
Oh, I don't know. Cockneys versus Zombies was one of the weirdest things I've ever watched. Love Cockneys versus Cryptids next. You watch.
What was the other one? Wuthering Heights versus. It was like Wuthering Heights, and it had zombies in it.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was. I like that film. Have you ever seen it? It's set in the Emily Bronte period, and there's a big war against the zombies, and it's proper like bodice ripping stuff with zombies. I can't remember what the hell it's called. It was brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
Never seen it.
No.
Skeleton Key. Yes. Yes, I saw that. Well, you know what? My favourite horror film at the minute has got to be the original version. The original version of Asylum with Robert Powell.
He was a good actor in. I like the original version of The Thing.
Do you? Oh, that's a bit freaky, that film.
But see, then I got confused when he did. Oh, go ahead. I got confused when he did the sequel to the Thing. You know, I actually liked the second one too. You know, it was a great idea to find out where it came from to begin with, and then.
I tried to watch it. I tried to watch the new one, and I was like.
Get these armchair ghost hunters to watch Scanners, and they'll believe it's right. It's all.
Oh God, I remember that.
Scanners.
Yeah.
And then it goes.
Yeah, that was a really good film. There was another one I saw about other ones where people lose limbs.
Hellraiser.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
Was that eaten by an alien or Bigfoot?
This was eaten by a dinosaur.
Dinosaur took it.
My eldest granddaughter Harper asked what happened to my leg, and my Taylor, my youngest daughter, told Becky, my eldest daughter's daughter, my granddaughter Harper, that Granddad punched a dinosaur because it ate his hand and ate his foot.
You can sell her that, Emmett Brown, and he built a DeLorean for you to go back in time to the dinosaur that took your leg.
Yeah. And I'm mates with him. He's there now.
He's there.
Yeah.
He's that side. Yeah. Oh, that side.
On my screen, he's there. He's there. And you're there. Yeah.
I can't get used to this. It's just weird.
I know.
I got stuck up a turkey's butt, mate. I've told you before. I prefer turkey sandwiches without Hellmann's on. All right, mate. He's referencing a scary movie when he goes, "Take my little hand."
Oh, I thought it was Friends when he put the turkey on his head and he got stuck up the turkey's butt.
No. He's referencing, "Take my little hand." Fuck off.
Yeah.
So come on, armchair ghost hunters. So, what gets on your goat about armchair ghost hunters, Eric? Come on, there must be more.
I don't know that much about them. That really, I mean, it's just the fact that you don't go out and you do your own evidence. You know, you got to go out and do your own work. It's the only way you learn.
What about you? What about you, Mark? Armchair, once say ghost hunters, alien hunters, UFO hunters, cryptid hunters, armchair ones. What do you think?
Armchair paranormal critic theatre.
Yeah.
They're idiots. The ones that have done fuck all, and they sit there going, they could do this and they could do that, and they should have done this and they should have done that. And it's like, well, get off your ass and go and do it and show us how to do it. If not, shut up. You know, most of us out here have been doing it for years.
All right, I'm going to put a little slant on this. What about show hosts that think they know everything, but don't actually go out in the field and do anything?
Oh my God, yes, right.
Right, well, let's go there.
Like army officers. They can bloody well do that. But sir, we can. No, I need to go and scratch my arse in that tent over there.
Like, I don't know if I should name the group or not.
All right, don't name the group, but just talk about it.
All right. Well, she was a famous show host for a certain paranormal show in UK, and she went along with them all the time. And I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just a show host.
Are you talking about somebody screaming and people throwing spanners down behind them, and it goes badoosh, and they go, "Oh my God! Oh my God!"
She has to.
Things like that.
She can't go anywhere on her own. Sounds a little bit like me, but I do go on my own. I am brave sometimes, but things happen, and I can of worms. But no, like these show hosts that actually interview people and talk to many people, get all from all walks of life, all different genres, and from talking to these people, they know everything. But now actually do it themselves.
About the UFO community.
Go on.
There's a British guy, and I can't remember what his bloody name is, but on every UFO thing that I've watched so far on Netflix, this fucking knobend comes on, and he's supposed to be an expert in this, that, and the other. And at the end of the day, the paranormal's the paranormal. No, not one person is an expert.
No.
Nobody can claim to be an expert in any of the different parts of the paranormal because we don't know it yet.
It's not Wayne.
Keep my name.
You know that Wayne? That Wayne Cedar, that spookanori geezer. No, come on, carry on.
But every program I watch to do with UFOs, this one guy comes on and he slates everybody. He slates the witnesses. He slates this. He slates that. He slates this. And I'm like, are you paid by the government? Are you seriously paid to disinformation? And he's on everything, and he's got a pair of glasses. And I remember when he was doing the Rentrim Forest incident thing, and he was there saying, "Oh, it was this, and no, it was that." And
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I know that guy.
Pisses me off so much because, like, Wayne and I've been there. We know it wasn't a fucking lighthouse because the tree canopy's too thick. You'd never been able to see it. We did. We've been there. We went to the whole lot. We've been there. I've been there twice. You know, it wasn't what this guy was trying to say. And then he was saying the local police said it was pranks by the SAS. Piss off, you knob.
Did this guy, just a question, just to confirm something for me, did this guy move countries because that's where the TV networks were more interested?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah.
I just had to confirm in my head who you were talking about. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
And it's just, it's like it comes on. And the hard thing for UFO encounters and cryptid encounters is a lot of these people don't want to come forward because they're going to be ridiculed. They know they'll be ridiculed. And when they do get the balls to come forward, you get idiots like that come on and say, "Oh, well, it could have been this." And I think you could have been mistaken. You were watching this on the TV the night before you saw this.
Yeah,
and he did it about the Welsh school kids as well. He did the same thing. Lost in Space was on TV the night before. All the kids were watching that, and that's what they saw. So he's trying to say that a bunch of Welsh school kids had mass hysteria and saw the same thing. Fuck off.
I'm surprised he didn't talk about the kids in Africa that actually had that encounter
with the vicar. The school run by the vicar.
The two girls that actually had communication with. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, what do I know? I don't know anything.
Yeah. See if you see it, say it. But it does take a lot of balls to come forward and say things like that. And then when you get the likes of, it doesn't matter whether it's UFOs, cryptids, or paranormal like ghosts and stuff like that, or shadow beings, other dimensions, Twafford anything like that. If you've had something happen and you finally pluck up the courage to come forward, what you don't need, I appreciate you have to have a skeptic on TV shows. You have to have the one that sits on the fence. But this guy doesn't sit on the fence. He pushes people off the fence and goes, and he says absolute horseshit. And he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Carl's just said something. Look at this. Look, I just put that comment up. I know a show host, in loose terms, that has never set foot on an investigation, but has an opinion on everything. Now, don't get me wrong. People are entitled to their opinions, but how can you have that opinion and look even part normal if you've not been there at least once and had a go at doing it? Do you know what I mean? How can you have an opinion if you don't even try? I don't get it myself, and you know what? I also think if you don't go and have how can you even even with these podcasts and things, how could you even interview someone if you know nothing, if you don't know about the investigation, if you don't know about how they work, if you don't do your own research beforehand? at least know a little bit of something about it. I don't. It baffles me. Absolutely baffles me.
When you're out with the kids and you hear bats, just get if you got a bloke with you, just get him to like really quietly go, one batty. The kids go,
Two batties. Kids love it.
Well, it's like these people that are going on, talking about bats and investigating at the same time. They go, "Oh, I hate bats." Well, you're in an abandoned building. Of course, it's going to be bats.
I like bats.
I love bats. I've picked bats up.
I've got a stuffed one downstairs.
Look, Viv, you said you weren't going to bring your sexual preferences out on the show.
I have a stuffed one, and he is a stuffed fruit bat, and he's gorgeous. I love him.
I really thought you were going to say something about a stuffed beaver. Then, was it a fruit bat like the one that used to advertise the fruit pastels? Was it or wine? Do you remember him, Kevin the fruit bat?
Kevin the fruit bat. Yeah, I remember him. I love Kevin the fruit bat. So, William has asked a question. What is Halloween and what does it mean?
All Hallows Eve. It's when the time when the veils are a bit thinner and we celebrate our loved ones who passed. And also to keep away the ones that are still about from, I was going to say sucking us off, sucking our souls, infecting us, and affecting our the rest of the year. Yeah, happy Samhain.
What do you think, Eric?
What Halloween is? Yeah, it's when the veil's supposed to be at its thinnest, and that's when all the spirits are supposed to be able to come through.
Reach out and touch someone.
I heard that the veil was at its thinnest on the 15th of October. William, maybe you can correct me on that, but it's actually not on Halloween night anymore. And isn't Halloween supposed to be not just contacting your loved ones that have passed or ancient ancestors or whatever it is, but it's also to ask or to give thanks for a good harvest and to share with your spirit friends. And it's a time of celebration and welcoming in the darker nights and welcoming in the change of season. That's what I believe Halloween is. But I think, sorry, America have taken it and turned it into this commercial thing where all the kids need
just get little shits knocking on the door and stealing all your goodies if you leave them out there.
And you've got these new agey lot that do it now. Oh no, you've got to light a candle and you've got to try and link in with your loved ones that have passed. You can only do it on Halloween. No, it's rubbish.
Go wassailing. Try wassailing once. I lived in Somerset for years. I've done wassailing. You get very pissed, but I've done wassailing, and that is great fun. And that is an aeons old tradition, wassailing, and that's to give the apple trees a good harvest.
Yeah, it's to give thanks for the harvest and the changing of the seasons and your storing and your lockers, or not lockers, what you call them, your larders. But yeah, it is big in America because it's become more commercial. It's all about money now. Got to have the best costume, got to get the most candies, got to knock on the most doors. Yeah. Yeah, I think Halloween. It's more of a seasonal thing traditionally. I think
we go all out for Christmas. We don't really do Halloween, but we do go all out for Christmas. And I know Christmas is completely the wrong date. It's not the actual date, but
yeah, I know.
It's Christmas now is just a time for family and friends and have fun and make merry.
Yeah. Soon you won't be able to celebrate Christmas because that's a pagan tradition. You'll be told off for doing that. So
yeah, bollocks to
anyway. I know. But yeah. So Halloween on the Things Network. It's a Tuesday night. And all the presenters are going to be dressing up and we're just going to have a bit of a piss about. Like we don't anyway, but we're going to do our own little mini seances and chats and see what equipment goes off and what buzzes and what rattles and yeah, it's going to be fun.
The 31st, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Rachel's at work, so I will join you.
Kiss makeup. No kiss makeup. You can't come on. The rock band Kiss.
I know what Kiss is. Oh God!
Not kisses all over your bald head. Nothing like that.
I wondered where you were going with that. All I heard was not kisses all over your ball, and I was like, no, bitch, no. Last time I did that, I was young and needed the money. But yeah, the 31st, Rachel's at work, and I'm sure she'll tune in as well. So before she goes to work, I'll see if I can get her to do a kiss face on me, and I'll put the glow in the dark skeleton T-shirt on.
Be extra nice to her because you'll be using her makeup.
I'll go out and buy some. Halloween makeup.
Can I just say, Sarah, lots of love and kisses, and you might feel him around you anyway. Don't be sad. He'll be wanting you to celebrate. Just put up a thought for him and just raise a glass, and you'll be okay. The first one's always the hardest.
I completely agree, Sarah. It does get better. You never forget, but the pain eases, but you never forget. It does get better. I miss my old man every day, and he went in 2007. So
yeah, I was just thinking about my brother. Oh, Sarah, bless you. My brother's been gone 11 years now, and I still miss him very much. What's he saying? He's working, and I have to watch that on the return. Watch on catch up.
No, I completely misread that, and I thought he said he was doing something else, and I thought, well, that's brutally honest of you, Carl. But
you leave Carl alone. He's a good bloke.
Me and Carl are mates. Don't worry, Carl and Michael. He's about one of the only guys I let take the piss out, man. Anybody else would smack in the mouth. Carl, fucking shut up, you dick.
Oh, bless him. I'm Matusha Adams for the day Halloween. I home educate my autistic children. Maybe having now. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I have to do my makeup at work.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I handed in my notice at work, so I'm working my notice period, and I can't leave early to go and do this, and I have to be in the office. I'm going to sit at my desk and put my makeup on, and I have to work through a busy builders merchants with the makeup on. And I know that I'm going to get a ripping as I leave the office. I know it's coming.
I have a minibus full.
I'll be able to cover up my zit there. Look at that. I've got the zits of all.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
see, you can't see it now, can you? Where is it?
No.
That.
Oh, okay, I see it.
I sat food too far forward on the loo and went boof and headbutted the corner of the cabinet.
Yeah, I'm trying to cover my zit up, so at least I suppose. Hi, Jeanette. At least my white makeup will cover my zit, I suppose, if it's still there.
I was going to say, I drive a minibus full of kids with emotional and mental health needs, autism, this, that, and the other. So if I can get the makeup put on in the daytime when I pick them up from school, I'll be like, so that'll be good.
That'll be funny. Do you think it'd be scared to get on the bus if you do that? It's now a beauty show. Yeah. I wish. Any beauty tips you could give me, William? Any nice elixirs I could put on there to help that go down?
Have you seen what Carl's put? I can remember that when we were talking about
that. Jamaican
aliens smoking a Jamaican reefer, and they were sat on the bleachers style seats on the moon on the edge of the crater watching Neil Armstrong and that and going, yeah man, the little bastards are back here again now. Hear me now, we got to watch these. So yeah.
Right, Doom Jar's out. So Mark, this is your pick. I'll hold it up so you can see what I'm doing. Tell me when to stop.
Work your fingers like a lesbian Olympics. Go on.
Oh, hang on. I'm going right in deep.
There you go, knuckle deep, and go.
I have two. So 1 or 2? 1, 1,
2.
1, 2. 2? Do you want 2?
2.
2 just for you.
Please.
So this is what we're talking about next week. Disembodied voices, what are they?
Ooh.
I
normally hear them after lots of alcohol.
Do you know what? I talk to mine and I get answers. And it's normally about work stuff. Disembodied voices, and what are they? So that's what we'll be talking about next week. So that'll be an interesting one.
Well, that was pardon. That was silly.
Well, do you know what? We might get a few branches come flying over the next 3 days because we're going to get that storm, aren't we? What's it called? Storm Balboa? Balboa?
Storm Balboa.
Storm Balboa.
My missus does. She works in with adults with autism, and she's doing an overnight at the moment. But yeah, she loves her job. To be absolutely honest, I love my job as well. It's only a little part-time thing, but
Is it
I really
Barbosa?
like Rocky Balboa.
No, Balboa. But what's that one? Captain Jack Sparrow's arch enemy, Barbosa.
Oh, Barbosa. Barbosa.
Is it? So what's this storm called? It sounds like Barbosa to me.
Storm fart a lot. I don't know. It's got strong wind.
Is it supposed to be ladies' names?
Well, to be absolutely honest, if you're going to name it after ladies' names, they should name them after our rudder ass. Because trust me, Eric will tell you this: our rudder ass, they can't blow a lot of wind.
You're terrible.
What you want about Wayne's hiding back there going, I'm not going to say a word. I'm not going to say a word about Ellen. Ellen doesn't fart at all. She doesn't fart in bed.
Look what I got.
Did you get that from when you were down here? Up here?
Yes. So this is the little one.
Oh, it is. Yes.
This is the little one, but it's not the one. The big one's downstairs.
Do you know who that wolf is on top?
No.
That's Ghost.
No, it's not.
Wasn't it?
No. Ghost is downstairs.
There's Ghost.
Ah, cutie. Yeah, I don't know who.
Smooth then.
It's Sweet Wind.
Ah.
Ladies don't fart, we fluff.
Yeah.
No, they don't. They go to duvet off the fucking bed.
No, we fluff. Little fluffs.
You keep telling yourself that.
No, I don't fart at all.
I've heard ones that sounds like they sting, so don't tell me that that's something. It sounds like Velcro ripping, you know.
Maybe that should be something we put in the jar. Farting on investigations.
I've done that. I've done that when it's all been quiet, and I thought I'm letting a little quiet one out, and it's gone. And you just look at them.
A ghost.
You know, the funniest thing ever was
I do some body voice.
I farted on an investigation, and it was rank. It was a really silent but deadly one. And then my mate Neri, she did exactly the same. So me and her are standing there, pissing ourselves laughing in the dark, trying not to give it away. And the group that we were put in, this was on a public event, they turned around and said, "Oh, can you smell that sulfur? I think there's something a really bad energy has walked into the room. Oh, I think this is so negative. Oh, I don't know if we should be in it." And I'm thinking, what a crock of shit. Like, this person is supposed to be medium, giving all that shit. And it was me and Neri had let off a little guff, you know, we couldn't help it because of what we'd eaten the day during the day. But then you get this medium. Oh yes, it's a negative energy. They've let off this sulfur smell. Blah 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 blah. Fuck off!
I need to admit something that I did on an investigation once. I'm not going to say.
Do it.
I'm not going to say where or who it was, but there was a gentleman who comes along on the investigations, and he likes putting up experiments and stuff. You know about this.
All right, yeah.
And one day he put it that we were at a certain venue, and I was one of the guys leading it around, and he set up this experiment, and I think it had like a bunch of shapes and a cross in some flour, and I was hidden around the wall on the other side, and I watched them all go out and go down the corridor. So me, being the twat I am, goes walking on in there, goes up to his cross and goes, "It," and just moves it that little tiny bit and comes out again. And then I told a lady who is with me, I won't mention her name because I doubt if she'll be like, "No, don't tell anybody that." But a lady co-host, she was with me as well, and I told her, and she's like, "Oh, Mark, you bastard." And about half an hour later, we heard this guy going, "Oh my God, it's moved! Fuck yes!" And we were just like,
why don't they put a bloody camera on it?
Yeah, I know, right?
Do you know what I mean?
He carries a very big camera around with him, you see. It's a bit like a BBC thing with lots of spotlights on.
Right.
And he was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, but you'd think that anyone that's got half a brain cell would, if you're going to put
You've got
off,
a locked off
off
camera.
camera.
I always do. Yeah.
And you hide the camera just out of sight, so but it's got it on the thing that you're doing. Yeah.
I do like pulling pranks and stuff on investigations. Even UFO watches. Yeah, even on UFO watches, I like doing it. You know.
But, we've come up to the hour, so it's 8 o'clock. We are back on tomorrow night with the Spooky Show. I don't know whether Dan will be joining us because Dan has some things going on at home at the moment that he has to sort out. And so he will be back at some point, but we don't know about tomorrow. So we'll wait and see. But Eric and I will definitely be on tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing, but we'll be doing something on the Simply Spooky channel. And we are not, the three of us are not on this Sunday for the spooky hour, the spiritual hour. But we did set some homework with breathing. So those that watched on Sunday on the Simply Spooky Network will know what the homework is to be set. But we will be back the following Sunday with the spooky hour. And then, Mark, you've got the Dark Mirror show on Monday.
Yeah, we're back on Monday, carrying on with alien abductions. I think we're going to be talking about Betty and Barney Hill and Travis Walton as well. Then, as you say, I'm joining you guys on the following Sunday. And then if you want, I can join you
on Halloween. Tuesday. Yes. So we've got some lots and lots of things in store. Just to let you know, guys, those that know our good friend Lois is normally on here with us. She's taking some time out. She needs a well-earned rest. She's done literally a year and a half solid, non-stop. She works like a trooper, that one. So she's taken a well-deserved break. But her shows are still going ahead, and I think the lovely Nick and Wayne and the gang will be around for Friday Night Frighteners, and the True Crime show will be going on Thursday. I think there is a slight change on this Thursday. I'm not sure. You'll have to tune in to find out on the Simply Spooky channel. And I do believe that they also stream here to the Things Network too. So look out for that. Oh, Nicola, bless you. Well, we tried to talk about Armchair Ghost Hunters, but we would just get too mad if we went right into it. And I don't think this is the platform to
I would jump on this weekend with you guys, but I'm away with the army this weekend doing one of my first courses because I'm going back in. Yep. So keep watching this space. When I get my uniform, I will let you guys have a preview. I'll be like,
yeah, I mean, check out Mark's Facebook page as well, and the Dark Mirror page on Facebook, because he puts updates and things on there as well.
And there's a website coming for the Dark Mirror show as well.
Yeah, don't forget Armchair Warrior. Don't forget, Carl, you are a warrior. Keyboard warrior.
Carl, you've got to do a Somerset accent if you're going to be a keyboard warrior. Please, for the love of God, sit there. Like, I don't know what the hell you think you're talking about, but I tell you, I was a copper once, and you all talk you a bunch of bastards, a lot of you. Anyway.
I can't do Somerset accent. I can only do an Indian one. I had to go at a Welsh one earlier today.
Bloody hell, you bastard! Bloody bastard, you!
Oh, yes. Don't you fuck me, I fuck you, bloody. Yeah, I love it.
Anyway, thank you for inviting me on, and thank you very much. Great Scott! For having us all here.
Great. And Eric, thank you for taking control today and working behind the scenes. We're going to get you to do that a bit more often.
Yeah.
You need to practice. You know, it's all new to him. We'll get him there.
You'll do it, dude. It's cool.
He's done really well. So, round of applause for Eric, everyone. Or Emmett, as we're calling him now. Emmett. Eric. Emmett Eric Brown.
Actually, somewhere I've got in one of my boxes that's still packed, I've got the actual DeLorean, not the one from the film, but I've got a model of the DeLorean. So if I find it, next time I'm on the show with you, I shall have to rest it on my finger and then fly it past.
There you go.
What he needs to do is have a DeLorean REM pod just for himself.
Yes.
Just for himself.
Yeah. Yes.
I was actually thinking about making an R2D2 one, but
Oh, let's see 3PO.
yep, I do C0 too.
You're not getting your leg out, you tart.
Well, it was R2D2 before. It was R2D2 before, and now that one's
Thank you,
C3PO.
Cliff.
Bravo, Eric. Yeah, he's done a really good job. So we're going to end it here, guys, because we all need a well-deserved break today. We've got some busy week coming up, and lots of things to be done behind the scenes. So we will catch you tomorrow night, guys. Sarah, lovely to have you on. Lots of love.
No,
And lots of love to everyone in the chat. Eric, you're going to end the stream?
Yep, I'm ending it right now.
Great Scott, Marty!